Hey Brandon, can you hear me?
All right, yeah, I got you.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us this morning, afternoon.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know.
we'll roll straight into questions for you, and we will kick it with Dustin Albino. Go ahead, Dustin.
Hey Brandon, how are you?
Hey, Dustin, good. How are you?
Good. Hey, so this year 9 top 5s, but 10 finishes of 33rd or worse. Just curious, like how, from a mental standpoint, how challenging has this year been on you?
I mean, man, first off, I think the speed's there. That's not the concern for us anymore. The speed is there to win the races, So I think that's always been the back of our heads this entire season, in my opinion, is we're capable of winning these races. It's just got to all line up for us at some point, And I feel like our program, to be honest, has stepped up night and day compared to the times that we did win last year. I feel like everything has gotten a lot better. We've all made the right steps in the right direction to get better. We're all putting in the time and the work to do it. So I think that I don't know. Everything that's happened so far this year has been running inside the top 10, inside the top 5. And so we just kind of continue to push forward and, look back at the ones that we're really good at. And even the ones that we were taken out of, we still were really fast. And so we got some momentum coming into the playoffs, I think, with Bristol having a really good run. We had a phenomenal run at Michigan, had a shot to win that race. So we got some momentum to go forward here. And first round, little bit skeptical. That's kind of our one that is probably our weakest one as far as the tracks go. But Vegas has always been truthfully phenomenal for us. And then we've got our road course program really, really good here lately. And I feel like we can go and you're gonna have to fight for it. We can go and win a road course. And so those two right there are going to be really strong tracks for us.
Cool. Thanks, Brandon.
Our next question will come from Marty Sakala. Go ahead, Marty.
Thanks, Sam. You got it right again. Awesome. Hey, Brandon. Thanks for the time, man. So I'm just curious, outside of the 54, I think you, Hemrick, and Byrne have combined for 11 stage wins this season, but no race wins, obviously, and you guys are in a hole where you can't make any mistakes for the first round of the playoffs. So I'm just curious, has this season been like a luck thing in stage 3, not having as much speed possibly as the other drivers that have won, and if so, why?
It's been surprising to me that we haven't clicked off wins really as an organization. And the 54 has been really strong, but I think at times, during these races that he's won, or that car has won anyways, we've been just as good, if not a little bit better. I think it's just about truthfully aligning yourself there at the end of the race, kind of like you mentioned, to go get it and go try to win one. Also you continue to need to have good starting spots. And I feel like with DNFs and with people taking you out of the race and things like that happening, it just continues to add up. You go the next week, you have a bad starting spot, you got a bad pit selection, and it just keeps piling up on your plate a little bit. So we've had to fight, a lot of adversity to get to this first round. And I feel like now we're here, we can go compete for some wins still. I feel like we're definitely not out of the fight there, man. I feel we've got some really good tracks coming up that we can go and win and set the tone for these playoffs. So, yeah, we put all that behind us. We're going to continue to go forward, and we have not lost sight of the main goal.
Speaking of the tracks, I'm curious, what one are you looking forward to the most in the playoffs?
I would have to say getting to that second round. Kansas has always been such a great race for us. We've won there multiple times in Xfinity, had some really good runs there. So Kansas has got to be one that we're really, really happy about going to. All those that second round, every track in there is good. I mean, even at Martinsville earlier this year, we ran so good at Martinsville and had a good super there. I think our teammates are fast there. So we've got, really good setups, really good notes for Martinsville even. So that whole second round is our strongest one for sure. And been so good at Phoenix, man. So let's try to get to Phoenix and then have a really good chance to win this whole thing.
Appreciate it, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next question will come from Nathan Solomon. Go ahead, Nathan.
Hey, Brandon. Thanks for your time today. This season, you've obviously struggled to kind of put together finishes on some of these so-called wildcard races, like plate races and road course races. So obviously, first round, there's two of them, Talladega and the Roval. So just what's the mindset going into this first round?
That would be, for us, it's all about getting some points, to carry us into that second round. I think it's very important to get a lot of stage points, get some stage wins if you can. I mean, all of that stuff, man, really adds up to getting truthfully to that next round and get a good cushion built up so you can have a race or two that, didn't necessarily go 100% your way. And I think the biggest thing that you don't want to have happen in these playoffs is, you're conservative every single race. You're trying to point your way in on the bubble the entire time. And that's really difficult to do and to try to get to that Final Four if that's where your situation is. So that's going to probably be our mindset, our goals going through this first round. Vegas is one that we can go out and win. I have I have 100% confidence that we can do so and have really good stages as well. I feel like any one of us can win Talladega and shake the whole thing up, and so you got to be really careful with that. There's some organizations out there that work really good together that are already in the playoffs. So I don't, necessarily think that you're going to have a fluke winner there, but you can for sure. It's definitely not out of the book, and we're gonna have to fight for the Roval, but our road course program and even myself on road courses here lately has gotten pretty phenomenal, so I feel that we can at least go run top 5 pretty easily, if not compete for a win there.
Thank you.
Brandon, that looks to be all the questions we have for you today. Thanks again for joining us and good luck in the playoffs.
All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.